Hey guys, what's up? Is your friendly neighborhood UberGoose here, back again with another End of the Gungeon video. I'm gonna play the Convict. Because I feel like it. And I also, my favorite thing ever is fighting the king of bullets as the Convict. And I know for a fact that that is guaranteed going to happen. Because I'm playing the Convict. And by guaranteed, I mean, it's strictly confirmation bias. But who cares? Also, what is this room? I don't think I've ever seen this room in my life. Like, this is actually a really bizarre room. That's a lot of money, too! What the hell? How bizarre. Oh my god, door frames. Okay. Alright. No. I'm okay. I'm alright. Door frame got me, you know? That's number one get got of the run. Most of the time that will end up being door frames, I would anticipate. That's okay. I don't have to, you know, cleanly just never get hit by door frames ever. You know, sometimes the door frame will just get me. Okay? Sometimes it'll happen. Boy, I wish I could have shot him accurately at all. So I do actually, I think... First of all, I think I'm in the minority here. I think the Convict is, like, a lot better than the Pilot. The starting weapon accuracy is already very much better. Oh my god, it's actually not the king of bullets. Excuse me? I didn't realize that literal actual fucking fire wouldn't, blow up an explosive barrel. That's a little weird to me. I don't even, to be fair, I don't know if I've ever tried that before. Like, obviously I should have shot, in hindsight. Okay, hang on. Yo, chill yourself. Chill yourself. Chill yourself. Chill yourself, bud. Yo, fuck off! That was literally the fucking most every time. Every damn time. Every damn time that I fight the Gatling Gull, he just gets me, dude. He boomed me. I'll take the Snake Maker. I'm not gonna pick up that health yet, obviously. Fucking Gatling Gull boomed me. To be fair, you know, I was hoping, I don't know, at any point he would do something else, really. You know, I was just desperately hoping that he would decide to do any attack that is slightly easier to dodge, which is all of his other attacks, but he committed to that shit real hard. He made sure to do his worst fucking attack just non-stop for the whole fight. That was great. He had that one part where he jumped up right at the start of the fight. That was cool. I liked that. And then he did it again at the end after I got hit. And then mixed in there, he also did a few of the you know, arcs. The thing is, though, he only ever did literally one single time. He has, like, basically the ideal attack for him to do, he did once. And the worst part was that it was paired with the ball that blows up into a Nova shot. So it made it still harder. But he never, not one time did he do it on its own. And the attack I'm talking about is the one where he does like the moving arc shots, right? Where it pans between two spots. This, I don't know, call it like a sprinkler, I guess. It's kind of like a sprinkler. You know the one. Did it one time! Once. That's alright. So I want to talk about real quick more Smash Bros. Stuff. Sorry, I know, I keep going on and on about Smash Bros. Stuff. I get way too hype over Smash Bros. Like, reveal season, basically. And this one's going, like, you know, at incredible speeds. Mostly due to the fact that this is I believe the closest to actual release that they've announced a Smash Bros. I'm pretty sure there has been, like, multiple years or at least a year in between the announcement and the actual game releasing for like everything. Melee, maybe not. I'm not sure about Melee. Regardless, though, the reason I want to talk about it is because there's something that I haven't noticed many or any people. I mean, I've personally noticed nobody talking about it, but I've been informed that apparently it is something that people have talked about. The fact that in all of the cutscenes we've seen so far, right? There's characters who just die, you know? Mario, Mega Man, and then your boy Weege. How many keys do you have for sale? Just the one? I'll buy it. Probably gonna just open both blues and break the... That's actually kind of nice. I think I'm gonna... Okay, if I'm gonna break the brown, I should break it right now. Okay. And yeah, I think I'll open this one. Ooh, easy reload bullets? That's okay. Has some combos. So, there have been characters who have died in every single cutscene. And all the cutscenes have a similar visual style. And all 3 character intro cutscenes that we've seen, all 3 follow the exact same pattern. Right? Every single one of them follows the exact same pattern. And that pattern is, it shows, you know, it basically, the pattern is, new character is introduced, right? There's a little bit of an intro before they actually show up. But then they're introduced, and it's like, blah, has joined the blah, right? And when they show up, then we get gameplay footage. But, and that would be completely standard, right? Like, that part's not unusual at all. But what makes it unusual is that every single one, like I said, follows this pattern of, after showing gameplay footage, we then get this, other cutscene, right? Like, there's another cutscene after the gameplay footage that continues to show stuff off. Now, every single one of those cutscenes, the second one in the set, follows the same fucking pattern of the characters who were initially fighting in the first cutscene are still fighting, but something has happened. There was like a break in the battle briefly, you know, and or rather there was a battle that actually occurred, and then it ends with something. So to go over this, in the Ridley trailer, in the Ridley reveal, it starts out, oh, fuck off. It starts out pretty simple, right? We see Ridley go into town, kills Mega Man and Mario, right? And then Samus, you know, exhales, turns around, and bye-bye, it's Ridley. And then we get gameplay footage, right? And then after the gameplay footage is over, the battle is still waging, right? It's still going on, Samus versus Ridley. And then the trailer ends. Holy shit, I 100% deserved to be hit. I cannot believe I didn't get hit. The thing ends with Samus, you know, being on the back foot, hopping out of her suit, and as Zero Suit Samus punches, or not punches, kicks towards Ridley. Right? And that's how that one ends. Then the next one is the Belmonts, you know, Simon Belmont mostly, but Richter's there too. And the way that one goes is, you know, we start with Weege, your boy Weege, and then Simon shows up after your boy Weege has died. and after Simon shows up, then we get gameplay footage of Simon. In that gameplay footage, we show Simon, or we see Simon fighting Dracula, right? And then it cuts back the cutscene of him fighting Dracula. And in that cutscene, we see Simon on the back foot, and then Richter shows up and saves the fucking day. Right? Richter shows up, saves Simon, and then it looks like the battle will continue on with Richter against Dracula, right? That's what it looks like. Okay, cool. K. Rool, what happens? Well, we start with the Kong brothers. And by brothers, I don't really... To be completely honest, I have no idea their relationship to each other, but we got Diddy and Donkey, okay? Doesn't really matter what, you know, their brothers or father and son. I don't fucking know. Who cares? So the point is, we start on them, right? DDD shows up. DDD fakes him out and is like, haha, you thought it was K. Rool, but it was me, DDD, right? Which I'm sure, you know, there's like no doubt in my mind that that was intentionally a JoJo's reference. Just because of the meme potential, I hate this room. Any room where you're penned in and there's a high health enemy as a top priority. I should have used the Snake Maker. Undeniably, I should have. But like, still hate that room, so I don't care. But yeah, he's like, you thought it was K. Rool, but it was me, dude. And then he laughs. And then K. Rool's like, what a bitch. And shows up. And, I don't know, maybe kills DDD? Hard to say whether or not DDD died. Holy fuck-a-moly, okay. Hard to say, right? We didn't really see him being dead. We didn't see him either having his neck snapped, being impaled by a tail, or having his soul forcefully taken out of his body. So we don't really know. But then we get gameplay footage of K. Rool, with also probably the greatest song so far of the Smash game. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. That, I don't know. Is the original song? Is it K. Rool's medley? I don't know. I know it's from like I think the original Donkey Kong Country on a boat level or something like that. It's a good song. Either way. So we get that sick song. We get to see K. Rool's moveset to some degree. And then after we get gameplay footage, guess what? It goes back into a fucking cutscene. I'm mad. I'm still mad. All these rooms are awful. Oubliette is my least favorite. Well, I mean, actually, yeah. No, I think it might be. I was about to say, except for Abby, but Abby has easier rooms. Just the boss is bullshit. But it goes back to cutscene, and in the cutscene, we see Donkey Kong getting flung backwards, despite Donkey Kong not fighting K. Rool in the gameplay footage, right? We just assume that K. Rool and then the Kongs are fighting because, you know, that's kind of how the cutscene ended up. We don't really see them fighting until we see DK getting knocked back, right? He catches himself and then he starts charging K. Rool. K. Rool gets flung back, starts charging, right? They're charging at each other, having a blast, and then they do the DBZ punch. And that's cool as hell. Yeah, it's just lasers. Yeah. You know, it looks fucking tight as shit, you know, but then it ends with the DBZ punch. Now here's the thought process, right? The thought process is that all of these, first of all, it was said that the starting roster would be, you know, the original characters. So Smash 64 starting roster. It could be the 8, it could be the full 12. Honestly, we don't really have any definitive proof either way. Regardless, though, starting roster is going to be small, and then I assume the ending roster is going to be like 100 or some shit. We're already like above 70, so fuck it, you know, just get that shit to 100. Sakurai, Mr. Don't expect too many new fighters. Here's 5 new fighters. Either way, and it was clearly said that there would be like a streamlined process that you could follow to unlock the things more quickly, like unlock the characters easily. Oh yeah, doesn't this... Yeah, full reloads when you do the roll with that one. Cool. Still don't really like it, but cool. We did get 2 keys, that's pretty tight. Let's open this S tier item. Wow, that's really good. Nope, wrong one. So here's the thing, right? Oh yeah, and this is the secret room, duh. So we know that there's going to be a streamlined process with which to unlock characters, right? And that already should tell us something. But we also know that the hidden game mode, first of all, is being hyped to shit, which means it's not just going to be like, this is a place where you can fight robots, you know, or this is the training mode. It's found here on the main, like, we know they're hyping it up. They know what they're doing. It's very obvious that the hidden mode is going to be something big that, you know, people are going to get super fucking excited about. If there's anything that would get people excited, I promise you, Subspace Emissary 2.0, people will get so fucking unreasonably excited for it. So that would be pretty hype. Beyond that, we know that it's called Spirits, and in each of these cutscenes, people are fucking dying. Also, hell yeah, brother. So with all of these pieces together, we can theoretically, you know, we can assume that the hidden mode called Spirits is basically like the story mode in some way. Like not classic, an actual story mode. And beyond the fact that it's the story mode, we can also assume that that's probably the streamlined process with which to unlock characters. I'm gonna take a potion of lead skin, and I think I'm also gonna buy this armor. Does that sound like a good idea? I don't really need spring heel boots. And I do kind of want a little bit more something, you know. This will be an item, a blue item. Could be Junkin. It's not, but it's pretty good. Don't want to open the green box for a completely random B tier thing. Yeah. Yeah, that's alright. It's pretty good. I don't like, you know, it on its own very much at all, but oh well. That's okay. And at this point, honestly, just gonna... Actually, wait. Did you have any red hearts for sale? You did not. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm gonna go 3. We'll get 3 more. Get some dosh. I could actually get the spring heel boots as well. But I'd rather just, you know, be relatively healthy and be good to go on the next floor. Buy the key and probably more things as well. So, we'll go with that. Alright. Let's go. So here's my logic, right? The Ridley one is basically, you know, Samus, Megamorn, Samus, Mega Man, and Mario are gonna all be hanging out together, you know, having a good time. And Ridley's gonna attack them, killing Mega Man and Mario. And then you have to fight Ridley as Samus, right? And in the process of fighting Ridley, basically there's gonna be, you know, a shift in the battle or some shit. Like you'll beat Phase 1 Ridley or something like that. And then Phase 2 will start. And then what'll happen is you'll then be playing as Zero Suit Samus, because it'll be the whole, you know, Samus leaping out of her suit, becoming Zero Suit Samus and kicking the shit out of Ridley. And this will be how you unlock Zero Suit Samus. And then upon defeating Ridley, that's also how you unlock Ridley. So those will be the 2 unlocks for that part. And then for the Simon, or well, the Belmont's cutscene, obviously you'll start as the Ouija. Simon will show up. You'll play as Simon, right? Fighting death, I would assume. And then it'll continue, and you'll fight Dracula, I guess. But while fighting Dracula, you know, you effectively get your ass handed to you. And then Richter shows up to save the day because he's a bro. And then you'll play as Richter. But here's the thing, right? In all the cutscenes, in all the stuff that we saw about Dracula, so like the thing about bosses is that they were very clear that bosses are like this kind of specific thing, which is another reason why it's assumed to be like Subspace 2. And we saw Dracula, we saw, you know, individual characters fighting Dracula, really, you know, not too much of a big deal. Oh, sick, we get to cheese this if we want. But yeah, so like we saw single characters fighting Dracula, but the only time we ever saw 2 characters fighting Dracula at once, was Simon and Richter together. So this leads me to believe that when Richter shows up, you'll go into, you know, Phase 2 Dracula. You'll be playing as Richter, but Simon will also be fighting with you. And this will, of course, unlock... The first phase would theoretically unlock Simon, and then the second would probably unlock Richter, is my current assumption. I don't know why I bought the health. It's like I thought I would get no health drops, but instead of waiting to find out if I actually was going to get health drops, I just wasted money. So anyway, that's my thoughts. Oh yeah, and then for K. Rool, you start as Donkey Kong, and then you do you know, the Super Saiyan punch, and that's how you unlock Diddy Kong, is in the second phase. And when you beat K. Rool, you unlock him, and also that's the perfect intro to my boy Goku getting in the game at last. But I do think that Ultimate is like so close to convincing me to actually getting a Switch. It's actually unbelievable. Like, there have been so many good Switch titles at this point. Like, I know people are losing their shit over Switch games semi-recently. I mean, the big one is, the biggest two, basically, were Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. And people were, you know, for each of those games were like, it's worth getting a Switch just for this. And it probably was, for most people. But like at this point, I am legitimately considering getting a Switch just because of Smash Ultimate. It looks so good. So fucking unbelievably good. Let's go. I can go to the Abbey if I desire. And I kind of do desire. We'll see. Nice. So yeah, that's my hot take on what I think is going to be happening with Smash Ultimate, is that Spirits is Subspace 2, and it is the streamlined process with which to unlock characters, because it's basically just going to be, you know, like this very loose story mode like Subspace Emissary. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Subspace a lot, but like, the plot's pretty much just like, here's this character, and they want to fight, and then here's this character, and they want to fight, right? It's not a very, you know, deep plot, let's say. And I would assume that Spirits is going to be similar. Or whatever the final name ends up being. I do think that Spirits could very well just be the temp title. In games development, temporary titles are incredibly common. So it would not surprise me in the slightest if it was just a temp title. Also, you know, they probably expected people to be able to, you know, effectively decode it, you know what I mean? Alright, we'll buy a key. We're gonna say what up to Link. Probably open the green, maybe open both. It depends what's in the green. Definitely start with green. Okay, explosive rounds is very good. Oh yeah, I also have this to do. Let me do this. Let's be smart, huh? I don't know, my best clear gun's probably Snake Maker right now. I don't really have a very great clear gun just generally, so Snake Maker is probably best for its chance to effectively one-shot enemies. Also, its damage is pretty good. I pretty much have never used Snake Maker before, or if I have, it was very brief, so I haven't gotten a good idea of it. Okay, interesting. So apparently, Gun Fairies can just spawn as random enemies in this thing. Okay, 38 special. Huh. Okay, so that also full reloads with the thing, so definitely good to know. I don't think it'll matter much, but good to know. Mine cutter. So the blue is an item. I think I will pop it open. I'm gonna go for it. Monster blood. It's sick. I think I already checked these walls. I mean, I'm pretty good on the wall checking. We already found a secret room, but there is the possibility of there being a second, so I may as well just be, you know, ever so slightly thorough. And I think I will end up going to the Abbey. Is there anything else I want to buy here? I was considering the gun friendship. Obviously, at this point, it's too late. But I do also think lead skin is just better, so I'm fine with what I've done. And let's go. But yeah, so I think the intro, hell yeah, fully mapped out. That's tight. Oh yeah, this doesn't, right, I forgot. This doesn't actually show secret rooms. It shows every other room. Definitely something worth noting that makes the Cartographer ring not quite as good as you may have hoped. I think we're actually just full on ammo, so fuck it. Enjoy that, right? Beautiful. Yeah, we can take this guy with the default. No problem. Ooh. Dude, Snakemaker's tight. Dealing with jammed enemies is sweet. There's also, worth noting, this is something I didn't actually know until I read it on Reddit. I don't think I actually, did I talk about it in the videos yet? I'm not sure. I feel like I didn't, but I'm uncertain. Either way. Apparently Heck Blaster, which of course blasts the heck out of enemies, can literally just remove jammed, you know, the jammed effect. I'm gonna give you Sawed Off. It's definitely outlived its usefulness, and I do want Wolf pretty bad. Wolf is tight. That's a brown, that's a blue. Let's just try and bum rush the boss, maybe. Preserve health as much as possible. I don't know if that's a good idea. So anything that transmogrifies or Heck Blaster is really good at dealing with jammed enemies. Cannot believe dude, I'm getting a lot of close calls on the hits here, dude. Okay, I can afford Wolf before the boss, so I'm gonna do that. Wolf will help quite a bit. I also just like Wolf. It's a cool fucking dude. He's a cool dude. Full charge, get in. I cannot believe that didn't fucking body me. So every reflected bullet, by the way, does 10 damage flat. Yep, that's okay. I did expect to get hit. Let's just blank. Nice, and it blanked a semi-difficult attack as well, so that's convenient. God damn it, that's so hard to dodge for me. I find it really difficult to actually dodge. I don't really know why, to be honest. It just fucking is. See, every one of these shots that I'm reflecting is doing 10 damage, which is pretty good. You know, it's not super exceptional, but it's definitely enough to make a difference. Wow, wow, wowie, wow, wow, wow. Holy shit. Okay, look, I was straight losing my mind there, because I should have been hit 18 times prior, but I just wasn't, and it broke my brain. It actually broke the way that I was thinking. I don't know if you guys ever have that, where you're doing a thing and it just nothing goes the way that you expected. Whether that's good or bad, you know, either way. But it just fucks with you really hard. This is just what happened. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. There you go. Okay, look. I'm laughing at something that, if I have to explain it, it might be, you know, even more dumb than it already is, even if you understood it. But, so, alright. I may as well. Fuck it, right? Actually, let's use the, 38 special for secret checking. That seems okay. Ooh. And it gave us our blank back, so we can totally find brother Alburn and be pretty happy about it. It's cool. So, on the Northern Lion Live Super Show, there's this individual known as Nick, and his online alias is Rock Lee Smile. And there's this subreddit devoted to Rock Lee, the Naruto character, which has very few people pretty much ever on it. But Northern Lion commented once on how when he wants to go to Nick's subreddit, you know, often he'll accidentally put in just Rock Lee and assume the autocomplete will carry it. But it doesn't. And so it goes to R. Rock Lee. Blooper, sure. And he commented on the fact that there was like AMVs. If you don't know what an AMV is, just Google it. You'll figure it out. AMVs of Rock Lee with like the title of the post included the N-word and stuff. And so he brought it up on a show, and later in that same show, when they were doing like the outro stuff and all that sort of jazz, you know what? I'm gonna break this blue. That's fine. Get more junk. That's fine. During the outro, when they were, you know, pimping their channels, as it were, you can take this. Nick, you know, leaned into the joke, sacrificing himself for the good of comedy. And said something about a couple of hot N-words in here or something like that. He didn't literally use the N-word because he would never do that. But that was the joke. And then to make it even funnier, which is what I was laughing at more specifically, to be very clear, I wasn't laughing because I saw the letter N. I was laughing because somebody on the NLSS Circle Jerk made a reference to that moment. With a screenshot of Enter the Gungeon with a pair of books doing their N attack. And that's it. That's the joke, alright? Like, if you didn't have the background, then no part of that was funny at all. Even, like, me explaining the whole thing so you understand what I'm laughing at, I guarantee it wasn't funny. But there's just something so funny about really dumb shit, right? There's something so innately hilarious about stupid shit. And that is like the absolute epitome of stupid shit being fucking funny. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Blueby. I don't know about that, though. There's a rat room. I like that. Where? Oh, there it is. Found it nice and easy. Am I going to use a key right away? I think so. I'll just refuse to go into item rooms. Chest rooms, whatever they are. That's fine. That'll work out just fine. Ooh, you got lit on fire, bud. Doesn't look too good. Weird second wave of a single bulletkin. We need reinforcements. They're on their way. Just one dude. See, that's the sort of like badass thing that you get in a movie, you know? Okay. Where it's like, and by badass I mean like incredibly cliched and overdone, but it's like, we need back up, and then they send, you know, the main character, the protagonist of the film. And it's like, just one guy, and then he like single-handedly kills an entire army, you know? That's the thing that just happens nowadays in movies. In generic-ass action films. Alright. Y'all need to cool your jets, buds. That room is still one of the most harrowing rooms, despite it being relatively simple. You just got a red shotgunner, or a blue shotgunner, and a vanilla bullet. That's it, right? Like, what's the difficulty with that? But the minecarts fuck everything up. They make it so hard. Alright, well, I wasn't able to, you know, avoid this, but that's okay. Should use the 38 special. Alright, well, only one route to the boss, so that is where I will go. And I'll also find the shop, which will hopefully give us access to a key. Be pretty unfortunate not to get a key here. I think it is guaranteed now. Like I said, quite a number of weeks ago at this point, where a dev talked about how keys are like guaranteed per shop, and somebody was like, you know, did you misspeak? And then they were like, nope. And they released a patch, I guess, that made it so every single shop is guaranteed a key, which is way better than it was in the past. It's way better than it was at the start of this this patch, right? When Advanced Gungeons and Dragons came out, it kind of sucked a lot how you were only guaranteed keys in the first two. And in the past, you could just guarantee a key in at least the first 4, right? Literally double the amount of guaranteed keys. And they hoped that the random key drops, the increase to random drops, the, you know, all the potential ways to get more keys was going to be enough to make up for that fact, but... And it does. On most runs, I mean, you get way more keys, but on certain runs, you just kind of get bodied, you know? It's very much up to luck now, rather than the way it was before, where you could actually guarantee 4 keys. So this should have a guaranteed key. It does. You also have nothing else, which is a little annoying, but okay. I think we're just fighting the boss, though. Gonna find this boss and fight him. Cursula. I'm tempted by the wax wings more than anything else, because flight is very strong in this game. It's definitely not quite as strong as in a game like Isaac, but it's still very strong, so. My nemesis. Alright, this is a fine time to pop this for sure. Beautiful. Get it. Get it, boy. Alright, and now we gotta be safe because it's worn off. And this phase, well, I can't actually... I was about to say that I'm gonna consider blanking it, but I don't think I can actually. But it's awful, as it turns out. It's hell. Get him, please. Wolf! Oh, God. We did it. I actually did it. I've overcome the nightmares. We also got Gungeon, which is pretty tight. Well, it's the opposite, I guess. I only have 1 red heart currently saved, which is unfortunate, but we can still get pretty decent cash because we're guaranteed 4 health. Right? We're guaranteed 4 health down there. Okay, well, I'm going to destroy some number of chests, so if anything, this is the first one. Because this is either gun or item. Could have given us a key, potentially. So then this will be the second one. I mean, I have a lot of junk. Like, maybe... Nah, fuck it. Let's just destroy blues. I don't care. Might even destroy this green. I think that'd be a little silly, though. Ooh, baby. Yeah, that's probably better than lead skin. It's close. It's honestly very close. But I do think it's probably better. So I am guaranteed 4 health back, so I could go like 5 here and feel pretty safe, because we're gonna get all our red hearts back before the rat, guaranteed, and potentially even more than that. So I think I will. I think I will actually do the 5. Get real stacked on cash, you know? Might even go just a 6th, assuming that we get like a half heart drop, or that we can do it with, you know, not a lot of... I mean, look at this. We still have 4 heart containers ready to go. Like, I'm doing way better than pretty much ever before when going to the rat. This is the most health I think I've ever had. I also forgot we even had access to these, so give me a second here. I'll get some more dash. I'm gonna still go 4. Yeah. Yeah. So then I'll have 9 hits plus armor. Yeah, this will be good. 9 hits plus armor, assuming that I don't get any pickups. You know what I mean? Alright, so the question is, do I actually want to steal from Cursula? I don't actually know. The reason I don't know is kind of tough. Also, oh, you don't have blanks in the well, I could use armor. Nah, I could also buy that blank to get a lot of curse. So I'm tempted by wax wings, because flight is cash. But the trouble is, then I'll have quite a bit of curse. I don't even remember, does wax wings on its own give curse? I don't think it does. So if it doesn't, I'll have 3.5, which isn't that bad. If it does, it's likely only 1, so it'll be 4.5. I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Honestly, nah, I'm good. Again, wax wings is like pretty tight. Flight is pretty cool. Don't need it. I'll be fine without it. And in fact, flight would make it harder to use armor here if I wanted to. It's gonna be pretty good though. This run should be solid. We're gonna fight the rat, we're gonna kill the rat, almost certainly. I mean, I have railgun fully loaded. So first phase should easily be done within like half of the railgun. Second phase is tankier, so it'll probably take quite a bit more, but that's okay. I'm gonna need some ammo pretty desperately. The good news is, again, we get those guaranteed drops at the room right before the rat, which includes spread ammo and full ammo. So I don't need to worry too much. Too much. Interesting that we got a completely empty room as our very first one. Very fascinating. Okay, so this is like literally what Gungeon was made for, dude. Like, there is nothing else in this entire game that's you know, suits any situation better than Gungeon to that one. Make him a snake. Let's go. Make him a snake. I think I did. Yeah, okay. It was hard to tell, to be honest. Holy fuck-a-moly. Ah, fuck. I knew it. Dude, I was so ready to just be hit. I was shocked I didn't get hit by the first one. There's a health drop, which is nice. Alright. Is that it? Wow. Okay, that went incredibly easy. That was phenomenal. that was incredible. Alright, so for the spread, railgun is full. It's probably you just give half to this guy and then everything else should be pretty much fully loaded. Yeah, Gungeon's back to full. Snake Maker was full. Yeah, I mean, we're good to go. As far as the phase 1 is concerned, yeah, this looks like a pretty good setup actually for both phase 1 and 2. Cool. Shouldn't be too bad. Holy fuck. You know what, let's just get that out of there. Ah, fuck me, dude. God, I'm so dumb. I'm dumb all the time. What's wrong with my brain? Whatever. Whatever, dude. So that only took 10, which is better than I thought, actually. I expected closer to 20, 15 to 20. So 10 is incredible. We have Elder Blank ready to go, and we still have 2 regular blanks. Just gonna Elder Blank this one. Seems simple enough. Yeah, we'll just Gungeon it up. That's alright. Very smart. Good job. Really knocked that one out of the park. As usual. As per usual. It's getting hit by dumb shit all the time. All the damn time. I could Elder Blank this. I don't think it's necessary though. In fact, I think it'll be better not to, now that I actually kind of understand this part. I have a relatively consistent method, so... yeah, whatever. Just get your shit out of here. So that was just railgun. 32 shots. It's pretty good. A little bit of Gungeon, but... should be pretty easy punch out too. I'm getting a lot better at punch out. So give me a super. Thank you, sir. Alpha bullets, tight. 80% damage increase on our railgun. What am I doing? What am I doing? How do you actually deal with that? Like, do you have to block it? I'm not even sure anymore. I could have sworn dodge worked fine. No! Why did I punch a second time? Well, we're not getting 5 keys. So I think you can interrupt after the flash on that. I'm pretty sure that's what I've done at least a couple times. At least twice. You know what? No. Just... What the fuck? He's invincible! He's invincible! Hello? What? Okay, my brain is entirely broken. My brain completely just shattered. What is happening? I could have sworn that you could just super... I've done it before! I don't know what's going on, dude. I'm scared. I don't even want Excalibur, to be honest with you. Like, it's not even that good. I don't need more curse. I don't need, like, any curse. Sorry, Excalibur. Peace out, bro. Has some okay synergies, but I'm actually, like, I'm very stoked to completely just skip it. It's, like, exactly what I want to do. Alright, so... Is it not possible anymore for them to be mimics? Or have I gotten so incredibly lucky that I've just never... I haven't seen one of these be a mimic in actually 40 runs? I'm actually kind of curious about that. Let's go. This is going to be a sack. It's not? That's the sack, though. Well, now I'm incentivized to take this, too. Yeah, I don't quite... I think that they made it so they can't be mimics anymore. I mean, it's not the largest sample size, but it's a pretty damn good sample size. I don't know. I don't know. Is this... I don't know, man. Clear guns, I don't know how this shit works. I could... You know what? Let's just do this. Like, I could run through with the booties, and that'd be probably totally fine. But at the very least, this makes, you know, the following room free. So that's cool. Yeah, we can break out the gun chain here. For some little Zombler boys. What does that reload? Why do I hold... Why do you... I don't actually know. I've actually got no clue. Alright, at this point... Oh, that's not even a... At this point, it's like not even worth it, the gun force. That's pretty fucking tight. What does that synergize with, though? Oh. With that. Yeah. Yo, that's sick. That's actually so sick. So yeah, now my bees are stronger, I believe is like the main thing. They're bigger, and they're stronger. Or no, wait, is that not? Hang on, no, that's a different one, right? Yeah, actually, no, yeah. I think the one that this is when I get hit, he actually teleport on top. Well, like that. When I get hit, instead of bees, now I summon wasps, which do like 2.5 times damage or something like that. It's like they kind of are, but it's not beehive bees. It's just honeycomb bees. So I'm like kind of right. Come on. Come on! Alright, one of them got turned into a snake, that's nice. Ooh, another one. Sick. Alright, mini-boss time. Let's go, mini-boss! Railgun should be way more than good enough. Oh, yeah. Yup. I hope I'm not over the ledge, and also I hope I get control soon. Okay, cool. So that map is actually better because it shows the secret room. Yeah, okay, it's after the boss, but it has 2 keys? That's fucking sick. We got Cursula too. We could take the badge. I mean, like, look. This is the part where things start getting ridiculous and I start considering the dumbest shit. Like, shit that will only get me killed. Because, like, our boss DPS, pretty much capped. There's no other way to really get more boss DPS at this point. So getting a lot more curse / damage is basically fucking worthless. Yeah, fuck it. I'm rich. However, it's very tempting because it sounds fun. And Blood Brooch was also, you know, quite tempting. Holy fuck. Okay. So this would be loop around to get... I haven't even picked up a gun yet, actually, so let's... I mean, at this point, we can just gun force. That actually sounds fine. Start with Elder Blank. This isn't too hard to deal with, by the way, but I'd rather play it safe as much as I physically can. Alright. If I knew that that would have killed him, I really didn't think it would have, but if I knew, I would have shot it off sooner, obviously. Mega Hand, I think we have... Yeah, Bubble Lead. Gross. There's this, at least. 2 keys, armor, and a box, which just has health, which doesn't really matter, but now I have 1,000,000 keys. I also have Mega Hand, which is sick. Where are you at? Sir? Oh, you're over there. I was so confused. Okay. Cool. That'll go into Snake Maker, just because it's missing the most. I should really just do Snake Maker on jammed enemies no matter what, pretty much. Everything else can get bodied by Mega Hand. But jammed enemies just have... They just have too much health, you know? Are you a mimic? Doesn't look like it. Void shotgun. Sure. Not that good. Alright. There's nothing else in the shop. Cursula has badge, blood brooch, and something else that I don't remember. The horn, okay. So what's interesting is if I take the horn, I can actually pick up the badge and the brooch for less cost via stealing. And by less cost, I mean, you know, literally doesn't cost any casings and gives me 1 curse rather than 2.5. Honestly, though, I'm cool with my setup. I'm not really feeling, you know, picking up too much more. I don't really need more damage at all. Railgun is pretty much default DPS capped. Definitely not the sort of thing that I need to get more of, you know? Damage. Come on. Stop it. Okay, interesting. Alright, good to know. If you ever have this combination of things, never fucking do it. Never active reload when you have Mega Hand and the bubble lead synergy. It's actually a really big mistake, as it turns out. Because what was happening there, the reason I was losing my mind, is actually pretty simple. For some fucking reason, active reloading counts as reloading on full ammo. So it was changing what version it was, right? It was changing from default to bubble lead. And Bubble Lead is, like, actively kind of shit, to be honest. Like, I'm sure there's some uses for it. I have heard that the Bubble Blaster Dude, which presumably I would assume it also affects Bubble Lead, because they're, as far as I can tell, the same thing, you know? Apparently it's actually a good boss killer or something, like it has good DPS, it's just you really gotta get in that ass. Thus making it dangerous. But I have heard the DPS is actually tight. It's like, maybe it's not that bad, but it sure feels that bad. It feels almost worse than useless, right? Yes! Yes! Well, we killed the rat, so we don't have to worry about ammo getting thieved. Portable turret. I don't even want to pick it up, to be honest with you. It's more things to shift through when I'm trying to get to the thing I want to use. Sounds like an easy recipe for disaster. Where's the dragon? Don't want to fight him just yet. I would like to find the shop. The shop is always nice. Obviously the other chest room would also be sweet. We can pick up the spread, that's fine. Not 100% necessary, but it doesn't hurt at all. Like, you know, I'm wasting 3 ammo just for the convenience of not having to go back and pick it up. That's fine, dude. I'll waste more than 3 ammo by the end of the run anyway. Interesting that the first one got one shot and the second one didn't. Not quite sure why that is. Also, same with the red shell boy. Because I one-shot a red shell earlier, but I didn't one-shot that red shell. Kind of curious how that works. You don't look like a mimic. Yeah, this is probably like one of the worst guns in the game. I think I had this on one of the scrapped runs. I'll pick it up because, you know, Curse adds damage to Curse bullets. But that's it. It's not a very good reason, but hey. That's what I'm gonna roll with. So basically what it does is it has single shot stuff, and the clip is quite small. The magazine is quite small. Of like 5, I think. And then after you reload, it turns into laser, which theoretically lasts a lot longer, right? It has effectively more ammo. It's like still the same 5 ammo, it's just that it gets chewed through way slower. Or maybe it's 10 for each, something like that. Either way, it turns into a beam weapon. The beam weapon is pretty bad. It's really, really bad. The non-beam weapon is actually not terrible. The trouble is that literally half the time you have to swap to a terrible beam weapon. And you could swap back right away, but it's not as fast as swapping on like Mega Hand, right? It's not a reload on full. You have to use some ammo and then actually do the reload. He did die. Which makes it a lot worse. Yo, shop, where you at, though? Holy fuck, I almost walked into that dude. Shop, thank you. It's technically as good, I think. It has a synergy with something I have. Is it literally just lasers now? Yeah, so now it's not a shotgun and a laser. It's now just all lasers. And then I think it also affects Snake Maker. Maybe gives it a higher chance or something of snaking enemies. Something like that. I don't need ration. So, I mean, we're good now. Interesting. So spread ammo will cap me on railgun. Cool. So I'll just pick it up right now with Mega Hand, that's fine. And as long as I'm pretty much just using railgun, we can just pick up the ammo after this fight anyway. So, let's go. Beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful Pac-Man. That's how it goes, right? I'm fairly certain that's how that song goes. I'm not like 100%, but pretty close, you know? Like, I'd give it a 99.9 that song is about Pac-Man. You know what? Fuck it. You're pretty close to phasing anyway. There we go. Not bad. We have the Pack Boy. We don't have Elder Blank quite yet, which is fine. Risky one! Alright. Skip the whole circle. Very risky. No! I hit the active reload. I was so certain it was gonna work. Alright. Let me just real quick get up here. Get one of these. Oh wow, that's way worse than I thought. I could have sworn it was supposed to be like a bigger range than that. Even on that phase, like I know that phase reduces your blank range. But like, I could have sworn it was bigger than that, you know? Not a mimic. Is that the lead god? Nope. Because I had Gatling Gull. Forgot about that. Might be. Yeah, well, time to check for secret rooms for the next, like, half hour. Can't wait. Void Shotgun's probably our best bet. Check the shop. There's a few spots it could be. Oh. I'm very incredibly smart. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a very smart boy. So, you know, in case you need somebody to be really smart, like, you know, near you, hit me up, you know, because I'm smart. Okay. My favorite part is how worthless that secret room was. Like a sick moonwalk though. Oh, this should be a pretty easy bullet hell followed by a very easy lich. I'm looking forward to it. Holy fuck, and we have the whole thing, dude. Let's go. Real quick. Sack. Alright, so this is going to be the fastest, and this room is these boys, plus the middle boy, who really just wants to shoot, huh? There we go. Better. Again, I went for the active reload. You shouldn't go for the active reload. Unless, oh, you could actually active reload probably with the, see, and again, weird, there's damage, like, ranges? Unless I'm just not paying attention to where the rockets are going. Which I can tell you with some pretty strong certainty, I'm not really paying attention where the rockets are going. But I also don't think that first guy could have even had a rocket get to him in time. Yeah, okay, that works. Yeah, I don't think it's the rockets. I think there's just like a damage range? I'm not really sure. But I'm like beyond certain that the rockets aren't making it. At least they weren't for like that room in particular. Weird. I've never experienced like an actual what feels like a damage range in this game before, so I don't. Actually, I may have. Now that I think about it, maybe I have experienced that before. Always more, dude. So that was a one-shot without a rocket. That was also one shot without a rocket. Different enemy, but, you know, gotta keep track. Two-shot. What direction are we going? Downward. Downward direction. I'm basically just booking it to the lich. I mean, I could take my time. This run is definitely strong enough to take my time. I really don't anticipate taking like any damage in the process of doing bullet hell. I might take a hit or two, but it really shouldn't be enough to like be concerned, you know? I'll be killing the Lich no matter what. He's going down. I got a 0% chance of failure at this point. And I'm confident in it. I'm very incredibly confident in it. Most runs that make it this far anyway just kill the Lich, so, you know, it's not like I'm really taking a big risk here. It's not like I'm banking it all on an uncertainty. But, you know, I would put money on it. I'd put $100 on me guaranteed winning this run. And allow me to make one specification, because I'm sure it would theoretically happen, and I'm sure if it did happen, there'd be one fucking dude who would say something like this. If it crashes, and that's why I don't kill the Lich, that doesn't count. Okay? Before people, you know, before it happens and somebody in the comments is like, you didn't kill the Lich! Blah, 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 give us $100. No. Incorrect. That's not how that's gonna work. If it crashes, and I don't kill the Lich because of that, it doesn't count as not killing the Lich. It basically turns the bet into a wash. That's how it works. That's how bets work. It's hard to sneak a shot in through that. It's possible though, I've done it. Oops. Da-da-da. As it turns out, Curse Bullet's Mega Hand is pretty strong. it's pretty decent, you know? We got the Lich. Okay. So, for the Lich, I'm obviously running this. And I think, honestly, as a secondary weapon, well, Beehive is probably decent, but I'm gonna go Rattler. Just give Rattler a shot, you know? Gotta go based on the sound of the railgun, because I can't see the laser while I'm packing. Does that do anything? It doesn't look like it. It doesn't matter though. Railgun's just bodying everything. Turns out this is a pretty decent gun. Who could have possibly foreseen this? Railgun? Good? That doesn't sound correct for my S tier one-shot weapon. I don't believe it. Well, there goes my hopes and dreams, I guess. Ooh. Just trying to soak up, well, there go my hopes and dreams, I guess. I was trying to soak up bullets and shit. Got real, you know, risky for no reason. It's pretty much what I do. I mean, like, of all the things in this game that I do, that's probably, like, by far the one I do the best. Is get just real risky for no fucking reason at all. That's, I don't think that's how rockets work. Like, I'm not certain, you know? I'm not 100%, but, like, I'm fairly certain rockets don't, you know, go backwards. I'm pretty sure the thruster is pointed in the direction that they're going away from, not towards. But I'm not a scientist, so I don't know for certain. So I'll leave that up to you guys, because I'm 100% sure all of you guys are scientists. Hey, fun run, you know, simple. No part of that really felt difficult. I'm a little peeved that I didn't get the master round from your boy Gatling Gull. I'm also still a little peeved that, like, the master rounds don't seem to give a shit what order you got them or what order they're supposed to be. Like, oh, 4, 2, 3, 5. Duh. Look at all this junk. 5 junk with nothing to do. Fun run, though. Definitely fun. Pretty much everything I picked up was sick. Well, except for the little soaky thing, the super soak. Mega Dowser. It's called a Mega Dowser. Good lord. I'm getting some heartburn. It's because I ate, garbage earlier. Like literal actual trash, like out of a dumpster. That's what I do, because I'm the trash man. I'm gonna go out on stage and start eating garbage. Is that what he says? Something like that. Who cares? Trash man for Smash, please. I would love to see the trash man in Smash. Thanks for watching, though. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the good shit, and I'll see you guys back in the next one, where I have no idea what's gonna go down.